Hi friends, I'm Ginger. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'd like to talk about realizing your worth. And not generally all of your worth, but just little things that are very valuable about yourself that you realize just out of nowhere. So recently my father sent me some pictures from their travels in Europe, and my response was, oh, this is wonderful, great, thanks for sending me pictures. And then I thought, I'll send you some pictures of what's going on with me. So I started by sending some pictures of some products that I made recently. I made some body balm and some candles, beeswax candles, and some soaps. I'm working on a project for Rotary International. A member asked me to make soaps for a women's project in Uganda. And I was attaching my images to my text to my father, and I just had image after image. And all of a sudden I just realized, wow, I have been very productive, and I was just very proud of the work I've done. And sometimes I don't think about my value in that way or how worthy I am. And I'm not saying that we're worthy because we do things and we make things, but we do forget that we are integral to everything in our lives. And the people in our lives benefit from us taking action and being present with them. And everything that we do, it just, if we're not conscious of it, if we don't come back and think and reflect on our lives, it just goes by. And so I thought I'd come on and talk about our value and our worth, not necessarily having to be, as I said, from things that we do, but we need to recognize our value. And so just taking some time every day to go back and think about what you did throughout the day, perhaps at the end of the week, maybe grabbing a journal and doing some journaling is very helpful. Because when you look back at the way you've been living, you become much more conscious in your daily life with your decisions, your choices. One of the things that I used to do when my children were young is make a yearbook with photographs from throughout the year, different things that we did with our children. And it was such a great experience just making the yearbook, just going through and looking at older images of the things that my kids were doing, what events they were active in, who their friends were, how they spent their time. And it really helped me realize that my life is so full and rich. And because our society is so outwardly focused, we're used to seeing images or listening to media and not really taking in the present moment. We're taking in recorded things or watching stuff that's not really our lives. And so that was one other practice, going through all of the images and creating yearbooks that helped me realize that I was worthy, that the time that I spent throughout the year with my children was really rich and fulfilling. So that's just another practice that helps with our conscious awareness of life and how wonderful and valuable it is. So thank you for your time, and hopefully we can get together again. Be well.